Alright, we're going to show you a couple things here you can do with some cold hard cash. And what this is called is Altered Statesmen. Yep, take some of those big dollar bills you got at home just laying around. Ain't worth much now after the stock market crash. So we're going to show you a little project here that even Picasso would be proud of. So let's start off with the big bills here. And let's fold them up, see what we get. There you go. Yep, that's a scary looking dude, all right. Oh yeah. Or you can take them, fold them horizontally. And you get equally scary looking guys. Of course, probably everybody looked like that back in the Old West, you know, kind of the cowboy days, that kind of thing. But let's go with some more here. We can actually make characters you've seen before in real life. So, let's take a different one here. Do a little bit of a vertical. Yeah, that's a good one. That's kind of like Dick Van Dyke a little bit. Yep. Skinny heads and everything. Now you can also take foreign currency here. If you have any of that laying around. So let's do this one here. Kind of looks like Elvis Presley on a bad night. Yep. Kind of like that one. Of course, you can also do this with characters you don't know. So we can make this one here. And you can get Herman Munster. Yeah, you better eat your spiders. Get good and healthy. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Where's that 20? Man, I got so much money laying around. You can also make a backwoods preacher. Or it could be somebody riding a Harley Davidson. And you can also take the smaller bills and you can make some interesting combinations there. I know for some of you this is probably not possible because you spent all your cash from your paycheck, but here's a picture of a certain cameraman down at the convention center downtown. Yep, a little grumpy looking there, that one is. And if you take some other foreign currency, and do that. Kind of looks like some of those guys you see on the news. Yep, I wouldn't want to see these guys in a dark alley. Now you can also do it with your election flyers that come in the mail. And you can get some pictures of that too. There you go. Yeah, this is something you can do, you know, like when you got plenty of time on your hands, you're waiting in line. Maybe you're on a long flight going to the airport, you know, you're at the airport, got nothing to do. This will pass the time of day. I don't know, some people tell me I got too much time on my hands. And, you know, I'd say that's a fairly accurate statement. Yep. So let's make one here. And maybe everyone recognizes this famous actor right here. A little bit like Willem Dafoe, maybe? Yeah, kind of like that. Of course, these pictures still look a lot better than our presidential candidates we have now. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Well, they all look a little crooked because, well, they are politicians, you know. Yeah. I kind of like the hairdo on this one, and kind of like he's looking out towards his left. Didn't shave too well. All right, that happens. And you can also take some of the hairdos and add them on the pictures. Now there's a hairdo that Donald Trump would be proud of. Kind of like it, actually. Nice. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, the combinations are endless. You can come up with just about anything. Outlandish hairdos and everything. How about this one? Yep, that's when you're riding a motorcycle without a helmet. All right, what else we got here? Let's go back to these big bills. They're so much fun. You know, I tell you, I've seen some of these guys before. Walking around in town, they all look pretty much like guys you see everywhere. Who knew some of your next door neighbors had a little bit of Benjamin Franklin in them? Of course, you can do like a little bit of an angled shot too. There you go. Okay. And you can also do a little vertical one here. Line that up. There you go. Now this was inspired by Mad Magazine, if anybody's old enough to remember that. Where the back page folds up from a picture and then you fold it up on three sides, you get a whole different view there. Yep, let's try this one here. Well, they do look like they came from another planet a little bit, but That's kind of the fun in it. Or if you do it this way. A little bit like Franklin Roosevelt there, huh? Yeah, it is. Huh. Okay. See if we got any others here. That guy looks familiar. Don't know where I've seen him, but all right, so one more for you. There you go. Kind of interesting how some guys they got one eye about 3 inches higher than the other. Wonder how that affects your vision. All right, so do we have any others? Oh yeah, the scary looking guy here that we've probably seen on the news a few times. Yeah. Or if you do it this way. Yeah, the expressions. They look a little bit either angry or upset about something. All right. Well, I hope you had fun with this and try this at home. While you got nothing to do, I know most of it's pretty busy, but well, you know, it's better than watching all the junk on TV, right? Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed this. We're coming to you here from Carlsbad, California. Stop by and see us sometime.